Welcome to the Lyrical Rap Podcast, your soon-to-be favorite rap hits. I'm your host, Jari.
Nah, man.
Alright, and for our first ever topic, we have being popular versus actually being good in the rap game. Alright, so what I first wrote was like, sad as being a good rapper doesn't always make you popular. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And the same as vice versa. Being popular doesn't necessarily mean you're a good rapper.
Yeah, but
Because,
I feel like there are always going to be kind of a stipulation for being popular in the rap game. Like most of the rappers that make it big and make it really big quick, they sacrifice longevity in the rap game for the popularity and for the clout. So it's really just a short-term thing, and there's examples of those that we'll get to. But yeah,
one of the points I had was like, people are scared of like being popular, and that like leads to them like not branching out, which leads to them like kind of like falling off.
Yeah,
because people are like tired of hearing the same thing over and over.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like the best rappers are the ones that, not everybody likes, because people bite off the same sound and they kind of create this bias towards a certain sound, especially cities. Like New York likes a certain type of sound. ATL likes a certain type of sound. Cali likes a certain sound. And it kind of limits kind of the real creativity in rap itself. And kind of limits rappers, especially in those areas, from really kind of being themselves,
And what I also said was like, you can still be a good rapper without doing what's popular, like in the rap game these days.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I guess examples of these kind of popular rappers that don't really last are the Lil Pumps, are the I want to say especially Lil Pump, because like I knew off the bat that he wasn't lasting. I knew off the bat. And like the people you don't hear that are extremely good rappers, I want to say JID, but now he's gotten kind of some recognition because of what he's done with Dreamville. But I feel like early on JID was definitely not given the recognition that he should have.
He was not,
and he was spitting. He was spitting off his first album, his mixtapes. Like people didn't hear them, but he was spitting.
I first heard J off of Eddie and Eddie. Once I heard that song, I knew he was a good rapper.
Bro, and I mean Earth Gang too. Like they were their LPs were EPs were amazing.
Mind Over Matter, that was the best song I ever heard by Jid at the time.
Yeah,
that shit was lyrical as fuck, and I was like, damn, this guy is pretty fucking good. You can't hear that shit these days.
I think it was a song. It was a song on one of Earth Gang's earlier albums called Exactly, featuring JID, and it was like, once I heard his verse, I was like, bro, who the fuck is this? Like, like who is this? Like he's spitting is better than some of the people I listen to every day. Like,
and that ties into like, if you like branch out, people see like, oh, this is unique, and you get popular for that.
Yeah.
Like a good example is like X's like beginning of X's career.
Yeah.
He had that like yelling flow, yelling style. People just like, wow, what's this? And people like kept listening.
Yeah.
But what he also did was branch out, making that sad music, making that melodic music.
I mean, yeah, that really raw music. And I feel like once he started to get into that, that's when some of his fans were kind of like turned off by it. Kind of.
Especially I was. I'm not gonna hold you. I was very turned off.
I mean, like, kind of, the deeper he went, I want to say within himself, the more people he lost, because people were expecting that kind of more wild, rampant X that we got used to. But I think it's important for. I mean, I think it's important for.
But but from Look at Me to like his last album.
Yeah, completely different. But like, I do think it's important.
Way more views.
It's important as an artist to to evolve and to grow, and
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciate that in X. Despite his huge popularity, he still did have that creative side. He didn't let the fame really get to where he came from, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he would have gone a lot further than he did had he not been shot, obviously. But
Yeah. He would have been one of the greats, like even more than he is now.
yeah, of course, yeah,
Yeah, and like being people like to put too much emphasis on being popular these days.
yeah,
That you don't have to really blow up for you to like being a one hit wonder. You don't have to need that
yeah.
for you to be able to feel like you're like a good rapper, because you can have like a small following and just know you're like straight, because it's like a steady grind. You don't need to like completely blow up just out the blue. You just gotta continue growing your fan base.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean that also like kind of ties into the point of actually being good at rapping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most rappers cannot rap these days. Like, I mean, it's so easy to rhyme a word at the end of a line, but
Yes, A-B rhyme styles are
but
just simple.
if people can't like genuinely create rhyme schemes and complexity within their rhymes, they're not rappers. Like, I don't want to say this for all the Nav fans, but he's ass. He is ass. He is so bad, and
I do not listen to him.
I don't listen to him either. But I don't even think he should be at the platform he is, just because like he used nigga early in his music to kind of like rise to where he is, and like a black persona, which he is not. But okay, which a lot of people do.
Really,
But
yeah, and that's a lot of people do. They really front something they're not just to get like where they want to be.
yeah, I
And
mean, I
it's
get
like
that.
if you really have to like shed what you really are to be like popular, you really should not
you're
be
dropping
popular.
it. Yeah,
You need to like be yourself. Like be true to yourself. Don't like shed your true self just because you want all the money, the fame. Like stay to yourself. If you can't get what you want to be without being yourself, maybe you like
like
shouldn't
maybe
go that career
music
path.
ain't for you. Maybe you gotta do something else, cause yeah. But back to like the points of actually being good. In combination with complexity, there's just flow, cadence, things like that, and just love for the actual art. Being able to reference
Oh yes.
kind of the influences of rap, and not even rap, but like before rap, like deep blues, deep R&B, those types of influences, and tying them in your music, and really like creating quote unquote woke music, but the whole time it's literally just influenced music. It's inspired music. It's very layered and multifaceted.
Like as you said earlier, they bite off of other people. They don't find their own thing.
Yeah.
And like some other rappers, they just want to be a rapper
Yeah.
for like the money, the fame.
Yeah.
And not because they actually can do it and they like doing it.
Yeah. Did you hear
Because
that?
like some rappers said,
No, go ahead.
Because like some rappers said, oh, if it was no money involved in this, I wouldn't be doing it. But like, even if there's no money in like me doing podcasts, I still do it because it's like a passion of mine. And like, if you don't want to do it without money, without recognition, does that really like what you want to do in life?
No. I mean, I get it. I get why people see the hype. People see the money, the all the different quote unquote perks to being a rapper. But they don't know the love. Like they don't know the real time and dedication that goes into it, into studio writing. And one of the things I wanted to say was, I mean, we're going to be talking about Outkast in the next episode, but I just wanted to kind of mention Fetty Wap's like recent kind of reshaping of Outkast's Fresh and Clean. Like
Fetty Wap dropped new music?
Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna listen to that, but it's like
why not,
bro? Because he's using Outkast, what they did. And,
it might be fire. You never know.
It's not. I've heard it. It's really not. But it's like
okay.
It's just the fact of I can understand sampling, but I can't understand literally covering the song and literally.
Wait, so it's just a full blown cover?
It's basically a cover. And there are like little variations within the song, but it's basically a cover of one of their most popular songs on their album that won so much. And there's another one, DJ Khaled, he sampled Miss Jackson, which is like the Outkast song. And it's like, it's one of those the untouchable Outkast songs, you know? You know, I mean, sampling is okay, but to literally sample the song to the degree he did, I low-key felt like it was disrespectful to Outkast because it wasn't even a good song for real. And it wasn't like an inspired song. It was DJ Khaled using this sample to propel his own monetary gain rather than
DJ Khaled not even original, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah, that definitely is, because I mean, he literally says DJ Khaled and pays for his rappers, like he rents a rap.
Dog, he just puts a bunch of rappers on the. Okay,
Yeah,
that's not here or there.
I mean, but that's another day. But yeah, just things like that, just uninspired music, is the reason why we are really getting the content of rap we are today. Not saying like, oh, rap is bad or anything. Like, we're obviously getting good songs and good albums from people, but generally people aren't looking for that soul that was in rap for decades and decades.
Yeah, and I feel like rap is like continually like changing and like growing, so it's like you shouldn't be too afraid of being popular because like there's different sounds that can be discovered. You could be like the next sound. You have like the next sound that everyone is listening to. Everyone wants to be. So, like, you shouldn't be afraid to, like, branch out and be yourself, like, what you want to do. Because if you have an idea, go take it.
Yeah, I get that. Definitely. Definitely agree with that. And definitely not, like, buying into what's popular when you know you have a creative talent, creative side to you. I'm trying to think of an example of someone who did. But, yeah, if you know you can... Like, I mean, not saying, you know, you have to. Like, I'm not the one to dictate what you're doing with your music. But
No, you have to. But rap game getting boring right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
I feel like the rap game needs a new sound. Needs something, like, new. Something, like, never done before. And I need that one person who's not afraid of not being popular to just come about and drop that.
I mean, I feel like we have quite a few artists who do that. It's just that we don't get albums at the frequency we used to. Actually, no, I don't want to say that. I want to say that we just don't get albums very frequently from those artists. Like, we've been waiting on Kendrick for 3 years, and this is the third year. This is the month of the third year since he dropped Down in April. So, you know, we've been waiting oh so patiently for the next album.
Kendrick drops when he wants to.
Yeah.
It's like that one when Patrick was trying to race a rock in SpongeBob. You go when you can, Rocky. Yeah, that type of thing.
I mean, I will say he deleted all his followers on Instagram and he deleted all his who he unfollowed everybody and deleted all his posts. So last time he did that, we got an album.
And how long ago was that?
It was a few weeks ago, maybe a month. I mean, you can't read Kendrick, you know that.
You can't really read anybody these days.
Yeah, but on the topic, since we were talking about what it takes to actually be good anyway, let's move on to underrated and overrated rappers.
Yeah.
Since we already discussed what it takes to actually, you know, be a good rapper.
The big list.
The big list. Go ahead and spell out who is overrated right now.
Oh, you want me to start, huh?
Yeah.
All right. The top of my list is Kodak Black, dog. I do not like Kodak Black.
I agree.
He's not original at all. He's one of the worst people to come out the SoundCloud era by far. Yeah. Like, I can't even roll in peace. No, I can't even listen to his voice.
I mean, I definitely get that. And he definitely has a huge fan base, especially in, like, Florida, where he's from, obviously. But
Broward County.
But, I mean, it's fine. Because, like, I don't think people are going to him to hear rap. You know what I'm saying? I'd say they're going to hear Kodak. Like, I will say it's a different type of music. I wouldn't directly... I feel like there is a distinction that needs to be made with trap and rap. because it definitely is a difference. Yeah, but continue.
Yeah, and I feel like his like sound is just the same over like what he's done in his rap career,
Yeah.
and like him overall as a person is just not good.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Definitely. I agree with you there.
I wouldn't want to support a dude who has a sexual assault charge.
I mean, I can't really speak on him in terms of his criminal career, but just because I'm not that well educated on that, I haven't really looked into that, but I just know what I can hear, and I don't. I wish I didn't have to hear.
He's the type of rapper to like A/B rhyme scheme
Yeah,
or like something simple.
Yeah, which is fine.
And
like there's an audience for that. It's just not the rap audience. It's a trap audience.
And he like the humming he does like on television. I can't fuck with that, to be honest with you. All right, us first in your list.
What was first on my list? First. As a rapper, Drake.
You think Drake is overrated?
Drake is overrated. As a rapper.
How overrated?
As a rapper.
Oh, as a rapper. Okay.
Just specifically looking at what we described as what it takes to be a rapper, and what makes you good as a rapper. There is very little complexity in the rhyme schemes of Drake's music. Not to mention all of the whole ghostwriting shit and all those things, and how, I mean, Drake is of course original, but
oh yeah,
I will say,
would you say he's more like an R&B singer?
I will say he's a sapper. I'd say he's more of a rapper than Bryson Tiller, but around the same area as Bryson Tiller.
Yeah, because Drake can have bars sometimes.
Yeah, I mean he can spit a little song, but he's not a rapper. Like he doesn't rap, like that's not his craft. He's a hit maker. I will give him that. He is an extremely popular artist. He is definitely a hit maker. But he's not a rapper.
That nigga has a unique ass sound.
Like he is not top 30. He is not top 40 rappers. He is not. When we're using like what we said as the categories that really define what a rapper is, right? Yeah.
I mean, would you say Drake is more like, what genre would you say Drake is more?
Genre?
Like an R&B singer or?
I mean R&B. I mean obviously like pop. Like pop is usually considered as like sing-songy, but like he's more of a R&B alternative pop thing, because I mean pop is literally popular music. So Drake is popular music. He's not Taylor Swift or anything, but he is quite literally popular music. Like if rap pop was a genre, Drake is the genre.
Drake is
Drake literally is the entire genre.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not like 2C Slide.
Oh no, I didn't like that. No.
I was like, dog.
I mean, he has to come out with some trash real quick and then back it up with an album. But I mean that's fine. That's another topic for another day. Drake is definitely.
Is it really fine?
He definitely is.
Is it really fine?
No, it's not. But we're gonna let it be for now.
We shouldn't even let that be. But whatever.
For now.
All right,
for now.
and on to the next on my list. I got Lil Pump.
He's out the way. I feel like he's done already. He was extremely overrated. Now I feel like he's exactly how he should be rated, which is not at all. Because no one listens to him.
That nigga just, I don't know what that nigga's doing now. I heard he shaved his eyebrows.
He did shave his eyebrows, and I'm like, I mean, people just do that to get back in the limelight. He might get somebody pregnant to get back in the limelight. Like, he'll do anything, obviously.
He might do a Britney Spears.
Exactly. He might date Britney Spears for a few months, but he's not coming anywhere back to the top of rap charts. Even into the category with pop rap with Drake, he can't. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought Lil Pump's career ended how it started. It was just simple raps to Just simple raps. Just simple raps. No branching out. Nothing. It went from Gucci Gang all the way to whatever the fuck he dropped, because he ain't dropped shit.
Bro,
He
I
dropped
mean,
shit
literally nothing. Literally nothing. So, I mean, I think he is exactly where he should be, which is nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, honestly, next person, bro, because there's not much to speak on there.
All right, what's your next person?
My next person, Trippie Redd. I hate him so much.
Dog.
I hate him so much.
He sounds so fucking repetitive.
No, it's just like, it's his voice. I can't listen to that. And, like, he's another person I'd consider under, like, pop rap, except he has that whole emo thing going on with him, which, I mean, he can do, like, okay, but you're not a rapper. Like, the people that consider him to be a rapper, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's literally it. He's so bad. He's
The
so
only
bad.
song I really like by him is fucking Topanga. But all his songs just sound the same. And, like, it's just the same sing-songy voice on every song. And, like as you said, yeah, it's his voice, but, like...
He literally sounds like an alien, bro. An alien in most of his songs. An alien.
He really does. And, like, as I've heard, like, when he branches out, it just sounds like other people. Because before I've heard, like, people just branch... He just has to branch out. He just has to branch out and just, like... It just bites other people's flow. Like, people like, hey, that sounds exactly like mine.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like, he needs to find, like, his own unique sound and try and, like, not step on other people's toes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, a lot of artists like him hop on popular tracks just to get some traction back in their careers. But I feel like he's kind of have a down point in his career pretty soon. I'm not hoping for it, of course. Like, I'm not going to wish anybody to the dirt. Not dirt, but, like, dirt of their career. But I'm quite tired of him.
Yeah, people are going to get tired soon and quick.
Yeah. Now we've talked about kind of the underrated artists. Who would you say that we need to listen to more of and pay more attention to?
To be honest, we need to pay more attention to Bossy the Fiend.
I mean, I like Boz. I like Boz a lot.
I love me some Boss too.
I do listen to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why he's kind of where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a unique sound to him that I don't think that everyone in rap can appreciate. Like, he can definitely rap for sure, but I feel like he definitely ties a lot of his own culture and some of his own style into, I mean, obviously his style into his music, and that style just doesn't really sit well with the popular black community. Not black, but popular rap community. And I mean, I get that.
Yeah, it's just like his music is like so unique. Like some people can't get into it, which I understand. But like, you gotta have like appreciation for his music.
Yeah.
You gotta like know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
And like with Boz can switch up his flow. Like, real good.
Yeah.
Not like
yeah,
Jay,
he definitely can. I mean, yeah, he can.
All right, what's next on your list?
Man, first on my list, you already know. We going with my man Westside Boogie. Westside Boogie. People gonna stop sleeping.
That's the one thing we got first bonded over when it came to rap music.
Man, for those who don't know, Westside Boogie he grew up in the same street, same neighborhood as Kendrick, same neighborhood as YG, Bompton, Blood Bompton, all of them. And Boogie, I mean, he can be considered a more R&B rap type dude, but he can rap. He definitely can rap.
Then they can rap.
He can rap, and he can step into both sides of both R&B and rap easily and within the same song.
He signed with Eminem too, so you know.
He did. That's how you know. That's how you know. He was in the ciphers with Eminem and them, and was chosen.
If Eminem co-signs you, that means you're fired, dog.
I mean, you have to be. There's no. You are like there's no in between or anything. Like Eminem said.
I'm glad you said that. What
do you mean?
For my next artist, we have YBN Cordae. He's criminally slept on by some people. I wouldn't say
by
too
some
much.
people, and I can see why. I mean, to me, he's a little corny at times, but I don't know.
No,
I said
corny.
You said what?
You think a lot of people are corny?
Yeah, but only because like I feel like in a lot of his music he kind of has this bigger than he is persona. Like this dude is like, well, how old is he? Like 20?
Yeah, he like 20.
Like something like that. And it's like he kind of, from what I've heard, he kind of sounds like he's 28, like as if he's been in the rap game a while or something like that. And I mean, not trying to knock him or anything, but it just hasn't sat well with what I've heard from him. And
he has been rapping for like a while.
Yeah.
Because he's been rapping since like a kid, but like.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but like, also, you know, his lips is kind of weak in comparison to my guy Boogie, you know.
I mean, he did used to have a lisp. It was like something like a lisp. I don't even know what it was.
But I don't know. It just threw me off low key. But
yeah, I feel like the YBN name was like holding him back a little bit, you know.
Very true. Very true. I would like to see him step away from that only because of the connotation it has with it.
Yeah.
And what it places him with. And like where it places his music because of it. So yeah, I do think he should step away from that.
Once you hear YBN, you think of corny ass music.
I think of corny little boys.
Dog. YBN Almighty J and fucking YBN the Mirror.
It's like
fake
I think of mindless behavior went to the hood.
This is very true. Cause they ain't no trappers. YBN Almighty J got his ass beat.
Come on now. We seen it. Come on now. And last but not least, Smino.
Wild Irish Roses.
Bro.
It's a beautiful song.
Smino. He also fits very well into the category of an R&B rapper. And yo, No Name. No Name is extremely underrated. Do you listen to her?
No.
Bro, I'm going to put you on to some songs after this, but No Name is so underrated. Combination of Smino, No Name, and Saba on the same track, it's literally genius.
I remember Saba. I listened to a little bit of Saba back in high school.
Quite literally genius, bro. But yeah, Smino, No Name, literally like there should be no one else on this list because she raps better than anybody and like most of the male rappers that I listen to. Like, well, at least they're out now.
It's kind of like a stigma with female rappers. We're gonna get to that in another topic.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, let's not even talk about like gender, bro. She is a rapper. Like, she is a spitter.
Yeah, I probably with Smino. He has a Dreamville cosign, so you know he's good.
Bro, that's the thing. He was popping before the Dreamville cosign, bro.
Oh, I know. Wild Irish Roses, dog.
Like, this dude. In combination with JID, I feel like the Smino, Boogie, JID, all of them are kind of cool. So, like, when they mash up together, bro, those songs are just immaculate. Like, they're great. They're all immaculately great.
Dog. They're, like, sing-songy, but can actually rap, too. That's the kind of
like, you can, like, this is where the inspiration of deep R&B and deep... old flows really comes to kind of a new feeling, a new wave, and like really bringing back grooviness to rap. Like, I mean, the most recent kind of infusion of grooves of like the bass in the hip hop, like as one of the heavy instruments was Kendrick Lamar back in Pimp a Butterfly. In combination with Thundercat, like until then, like you wouldn't have seen the bass being used in that way and like funk being used in that way in hip hop, even though that was the base of hip hop. Like when it was first starting out, funk was the thing.
You talking back by Grandmaster Flash?
Yes, all that funk was the thing.
It really was.
They were grooving, bro. Grooving.
Yeah. So that's all we have for y'all today. Thank you for coming to the Lyrical and Rap Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, all that. Follow us.
Definitely. Follow us on Instagram.
Please donate to us. We're very poor college students.
We are both very poor college students. And leave suggestions, if you think we can do something better. If you think if you have something you want to hear, something you want reviewed, especially albums, artists, or pretty much anything in between, we're more than happy to address what people actually want to hear.
Yes, and join our Discord server coming very soon.
Very
it's gonna
soon.
be in all my links. All my links.
The All My Links page that will be linked wherever this is. Follow us on Instagram at Lyricorn. All that.
Yes. And once again, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you. Peace.